Hey guys, it's Sarah, and I thought that I would come on here and kind of explain what's going on with me health-wise. And as far as what's going on with like Nutrisystem and everything like that, I'm sure a lot of you have wondered where my posts have went. And I've just decided to not go with Nutrisystem. I do not think that it is good, for me at this point, because I have had like a little bit of a soy allergy, and a lot of the ingredients that are in Nutrisystem are soy. So I don't really want to say anything negative about Nutrisystem because they were really super nice to me. But the program, I did not feel right promoting a program that was expensive in my aspect because of my family. It got to the point of where, I missed cooking for my family, and to sit there and think about it, I wouldn't want to spend so much money on something and then having to go get groceries for my family and them not be on Nutrisystem too, and to go and get things for them on Nutrisystem, it would just be outrageously high, and I did not think, that it would be, good for me to promote. And that's all I'm going to say on that matter. But the things that's been going on with me, a lot of you all know, if you follow me on Facebook and stuff like that, I have heart issues. I've got SVT, heart block, and sick sinus syndrome. And I've got a nifty little scar, which I doubt you'll be able to see on my webcam, but I've got like a little scar that's about 1.5 inches long right there. And I've got a pacemaker, and it is not, not a fun thing to go through. And I just recently found out I had been having a lot of pressure in my head, and I would wake up in the morning and I would lose my peripheral vision out of my eyes, and then one morning I woke up and I couldn't see anything, and it was really terrifying. And I've had headaches off and on for the past, I've had headaches since I was little, but I had them off and on, and had an MRI back in 2010, I believe, and it had showed that I had masses in my brain, and I had flares, and they had thought that I'd had MS. So they sent me to UK, the University of Kentucky, and they had said that I didn't have MS, but I'm showing all the signs of somebody now who has a brain aneurysm. So I'm going to UK to find out why and if I have either a brain tumor or an aneurysm, and I hope that it's neither. It's really scary, and that, I keep with blogging and stuff like that to try to keep my mind off of it, but it's really been kind of tough on me. I really hope and pray that that's not the case, and that's not what it is. I just don't know. I just know that some things that are causing me to have this, and I want to find out what's going on. I will keep you guys updated with what they find out. But I've not really told a whole big bunch of people. I have told some of my online friends here on YouTube my issues that I'm friends with. But it's, like I said, I'm really appreciative of everybody who sticks with me and who writes me, and people who do know about my issues and stuff like that, who write me and ask me how I'm doing. It really means a lot to me. And I just keep me in your thoughts, that this is just something easily fixed, and it's not something that's dangerous, because my friend actually has an aneurysm, and aneurysms run in my family. And with everything that I've gone through in my life, having my pacemaker, I was awake, and it was like a piece of cake for me, because I literally went in for a heart cath is what happened, and my heart stopped over 360 sometimes while I was on the table. Well, they come over. I hadn't expected to have a pacemaker put in, and they were like, well, honey, you've got to have a pacemaker put in. I'm like, well, can I at least go up and say hi to, or, talk to my husband and my family first? So they wheeled me back upstairs, took me back downstairs, and it was literally like I was in there for 6 hours on the table with 2 casts in my legs. Normally you just have one. I had 2 casts in my legs because they couldn't get in one of my legs. And then they come in and they had me draped, and they put my pacemaker in, and I healed up within, like, I want to say, within 2 or 3 weeks. I had to go back and get my stitches, you know, examined and stuff, but I couldn't lift my arms up above my head for 3 months because of the pacemaker wires. So that, to me, I've had so much heart stuff, to me is like a walk in the park. But to think about somebody cutting open on your brain, you know, they've talked about some things that they may be doing with me, like angiograms and stuff like that, and, you know, sometimes you're awake for a lot of these things, and I know anything to do with your brain, a lot of times if they have to open up your skull, you're awake. And that just terrifies me to death, because I don't want to lose my memory. I don't want to have to learn how to rewalk, and I know people out there have had this happen to them, and it's horrible. And I really don't want to go through it. If it's something that I'm meant to go through, then I'm not going to give up. And, you know, I've got a bunch of people here that will help me. But, you know, this is just what I wanted to go on. So if you see me and I'm kind of low energy some days, and I just don't feel good, it's because maybe I'm having a lot of pressure in my head. A lot of times with this pressure, it's hard for me to focus on what I want to say, because I get really dizzy and fuzzy. I've gotten aphasia on several accounts, and it's really, really scary when it happens to me, because I can't speak right. I know what I want to say, I just can't speak. And so if you see me and I'm like, you know, trying to think through a lot of my videos, it's just me trying to get everything, you know, process information and stuff like that. It's a little bit hard for me, and not to mention I have ADD, so I could be looking at something and then it just distracts me from what I'm trying to say. But that's what I wanted to say, guys. I wanted to let my sponsors and stuff like that be aware of this, what's going on, and you know, I may act happy and everything like that in videos, but I've got, you know, stuff going on in my life that is kind of trying right now, so I wanted people to be aware about it. And if they don't, you know, I've had to explain so many times to different companies and stuff like that why, you know, if I'm late, because at one point I was like really swamped and overwhelmed, and I just found out all of this, and I was just like, I've got to take a break for a week before I do anything else. So this is not just for, you know, you guys, but, you know, for the sponsors that I'm working with too. But I will continue on to blog, and it's something to keep my mind off of things. I want to stay busy. I don't want to sit still to where I just think about things all the time, because that's when you get down, that's when you get depressed. So as far as diets goes, as soon as I get the all clear from my doctor, I'm just going to go back and do what I was doing, which was just watching what I ate, walking 30 to 40 minutes a day each week, and start incorporating a little bit of weight training in with it. And I lost 70 pounds with it before, and that's just kind of what I did, is just, you know, kind of walked my way through it, eat right. And I cooked for my family in the process, had no problem. My family actually lost weight with me, and they love the food. So I love to cook, guys. I love to cook, and I love trying different recipes. And, you know, microwavable food just don't cut it for me. I like to actually cook me some baked chicken and have lemon pepper chicken and stuff like that. Stuff that's protein in your diet, and, you know, I have to have that. But that's all I'm going to say right now, guys, and I will talk to y'all later, and I hope y'all have a great day. Bye.